Here we are. We're live, Teri. Hello. Happy Friday.
Hello, sunshine. Thank you. Happy Friday to you.
I love that happiness is right below your photo.
I'm feeling it, man.
I love it.
Happy. Everybody's talking about who they're listening to, and I'm like, happy. Is that Pharrell?
Yes.
Yeah, Barbara, you were on it, girl.
That beat is amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh my God.
And Leona's listening to disco. I love disco too. Like Saturday Night Fever, the Bee Gees.
Oh my God, the Bee Gees. I'm so in love with them.
Right?
And who are the ones that are you know that play and it's a movie now too, and ABBA.
Oh my gosh, ABBA is
Yeah.
I love ABBA.
Yeah, they're so good. Oh my God. Yeah,
Well,
all that stuff.
Paul was in early, and Paul, thank you for sharing. Teri and I were reading this backstage. You are just so amazing. Hello, ladies. Saw my first angel this morning at 2:45. It was Azrael. He was standing in front of my bed, had a big black wing and a large robe. He was holding his right hand and a book. I did not know what it is. Sarah said it was the Book of Souls. I looked up his story, and she was right.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I was trying to wake up Lillian. As I did, he disappeared. What an amazing morning. Oh my gosh, Paul. Thank you for sharing, and how cool. And isn't that testament of what really life can just be so easy, and all we have to do is just ask our angels, hey, you want to pop in? I would love to see you, and they will. They will. I love that.
Yeah, that is amazing, Paul. Azrael's one of my favorite archangels, and I feel like our group works a lot with them.
Yeah.
And he's just I always like kind of that shadow and light thing, and that they say that he's the angel of death, but really he's the angel of mediums and transitions and all sorts of beautiful light that comes in with him.
Mm-hmm.
And when I read that, I didn't think of that the Book of Souls. I was thinking of the Book of Death, but I think that is kind of like the Book of Souls, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah.
it part of the Quran too? Because I know he was once also in Hebrew and Judaism. It feels like he goes all the way back, but not sure about that.
I don't know off the top of my head too. I would have to look it.
Yeah. So
for
can I just say, clutch my pearls, everybody?
Barbara, hello, beautiful.
Hello,
Thank you for being here. Leona, hello.
Leona was listening. She was hearing music that wasn't there. I love that, Leona.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And CJ is here with us. You guys, thank you so much for spending your time and your part of your Friday with us. It's so nice. So nice. And Jeff is here. Jeff, hello. How are you, my friend?
Hello, handsome. How are you doing, Jeff? I think he has a new book out, don't you, Jeff? I'm pretty sure you got a new book done.
Oh, Jeff, if you do, put the link in in the comments so we can share it.
Yeah. Hey, Julie.
Julie is here, and we have a show at noon on Frequency. I can't wait.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That's great.
And Barbara Berkman is here. The Barbaras are in the house. Blessings to everyone this afternoon, and blessings to you too.
Yeah.
And Julie says, Azrael is as real as it gets.
Right? Yeah.
And Delphi, hello. I hope I was able to say hello to everybody. If I missed anybody, I am. Oh, Sarah, hello. Thank you for being here, Sarah.
What a beautiful picture she has on there.
Right?
Yeah.
And Annie is here.
Hey.
Late. Ever, ever, ever. Nope. You're always on time.
Oh my God, Sharon O'Brien is here too. I haven't seen you in a long time, Sharon.
Sharon's here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I know. How did I miss Sharon? Sharon, hello. Thank you for being here. Why am I not seeing you?
She's at like 12:06 or 12:05. Or maybe I'm just seeing things. No, 12:06. Yeah.
And
So my time, 12:06. So that would be what, 10:06 your time.
you know what? Because you changed your picture, I think. You know how it's funny how you get your eyes correlate to the picture that you're used to seeing.
Yeah.
And you must have changed it, Sharon. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And everybody, thanks again. And so Teri and I, we were going to do the show way back in early February, and then
January.
Yeah.
Did I
say February?
You said February, but it's almost February. Yeah. But maybe it was December even. I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
And now that I say February, we are going to be having major time jumps and laps of time coming up. But no, you're right. It was December or January. We've had this show planned, and it's, things have come up and things have come up, and so we are rounding the end of the month. But I think it's so important, and I think this is going to be a fun show because Teri and I are going to talk about 2026 fun predictions, and Teri did the work. You did, girl. She came up with all the questions, and so we're going to have fun with this, and I think with everything going on in the world right now, just the chaos and the energy, we really need some lighter energy and some fun predictions to look forward to for 2026.
Yeah. This was before all the stuff going on in Minnesota and all of that and the heaviness. So this was just going to be a lighthearted, fun thing, but we're still here and we got our pearls on, and someday we might change the name of this show to Clutch My Pearls. So,
I love it.
We shall see. Hey, Tom. Yeah. So do you want to start on that?
I want you to start.
Okay.
You start.
The first question is, what is the overall energy of 2026? For me, it's about witnessing and watching things that come in. So I feel like not being attached to the outcome, and you hear Annie and I both talk about that, and you talk about that a lot too, Kelly. It's like watching what happens with compassion. But hey, there's our Allie. Allie, we've got a new show, and it's going to be Clutch Our Pearls. So we want you to come on.
Yeah, we want you to come on. Allie, thank you for being here. Oh my gosh.
Your pearls, friends. Yeah. And anyway, there's going to be fierce changes coming in. So, there's that saying, lead with love. And so today when I was thinking about how often do we lead with fear? And so just keep coming back to that, lead with love. And so fierce changes coming in, some monetary changes, regime changes. So, and not just governments, but I also see changes in businesses, lots of changes there, and royal changes, So anyway.
I love that. What and not to put you on the spot, but what is something that that your takeaway for yourself for
Oh, and we
2026?
talked about this backstage. And the real thing about witnessing for me now is going to be really self care. And I feel like all of us, how many of us here have gotten sick or we stubbed our toe or something happened? And in the last few months, that we're being called to sit back and not go out and take care of ourselves. So self care is going to be huge. I was listening to Deepak talking about, because he's my fave anyway, but he was talking about his daily thing, and I knew that, but he does like an hour of meditation or two every morning. He does pranayama, breath work. He does, and then he does yoga, and so he doesn't really go anywhere until 10 or 11. And I thought,
I love that.
that that's just a beautiful way to start our day, and somebody here. Oh, and Barbara, I'm sorry you're sick, honey. And
Sorry.
and so really taking that time for ourselves and taking good care of ourselves. And there's many here that are in the meditation tribe. So that's huge to start your day like that. But just really watching how we, with intention, how
Yeah.
we do take care of ourselves, because we take care of everybody else. We've taken care of the whole world.
Right?
Yeah, we're doing all sorts of work in our dreams. I don't know where White Dragon is, but I'm sure he's going to be coming in any minute now. And so really start taking care of yourself, because it's going to be time that you're really going to be needed, and
Yes.
to be ready.
Yes. I agree 100%, Terry, that self-care and self-love are really on the forefront for 2026. And I also jotted down inspiration, that inspiration, I feel too, is going to be something that we really look at, as far as um you know anything that inspires you. Is it going out in nature? Is it traveling? Is it your family? Is it cooking? Is it painting? But to really lean into those things for 2026, and really and incorporate the self-care. I was telling Terry backstage, and I was telling her, I said, this is so silly, but I was looking at hummingbird feeders. I need a new one, and there was a red one for 17.99, which, great deal. And but they had a purple one for 19.99. And typically I would have went, you know what, I'm just going to get the red one because it's 17.99, it's $2, it's a little bit cheaper. I'm just going to do that. And I went, no, I want the purple one, and I'm getting the purple one. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that this year, where it's like, I'm not going to make a sacrifice to save $2, $5. I deserve this. And I think it's important that, within reason, obviously, everybody has their means, but to really do what it is, and honor the things that you may need or want, and because your wants are just as important as your needs, and to lean into that a little bit more this year. And if you get a massage only a couple times a year, maybe do it more. You travel once a year, maybe you up it this year. But I I think it's important. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, question number 2. What's the theme that defines 2026?
What about you? You go first on this one.
I have written down, out with the old, in with the new. Old ways, old systems are crumbling, and we are going to literally see it before our eyes. And it's going to be heavy, but however, we need to look at it as, and see all the blessings that are a part of it, because when the old falls away, the new needs to form. And um I I think it's gonna be intense, but there again, it's gonna come back to just really having to take care of ourselves and our family. Um, and that's what you were saying too backstage. That this is going to be a year where we're going to have to lean in on family, our community, and friends a little bit more, just to help us get through.
Yeah, and how many here have been, taken care of? They've been caretakers, right? And caretakers to our children, to our parents, at our job. Lots of healers here, and nurses and whatnot, and teachers. Um, so lean into that as well. That you've been giving a lot. So I got just what you got, but it's funny how we both get messages in different ways. So I got that song, Chain, 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 Chain of Fools, and a change coming in. So change is how they said it. Things are going to collapse, like you said. I feel like the first 6 months we're going to see the collapse of a lot of structures, or the beginning of a collapse. But also there's going to be tower moments that things will fall apart, and it's going to be like the old ways that we looked at things, even more so than I think things changing. Like we're like, well, we're not going to put up with that. We're not going to put up with these people acting like that, and it's just not done to be. So tower moments, lots of tower moments coming in. Oh, Leona, lots of love to her, honey. 33 trillion all around her right now. Everybody there. And we're going to, it's going to be followed by the Fool. That's the card that I got for like after July. That Fool card where it's a rebirth. And I feel like the other thing that's really come to me lately is that how many of us are of that age that we remember the peace and love thing. And the picture, I think it was at Kent, where the young woman was putting daisies in the gun.
Yes, in the gun, in the
Yeah.
barrels.
Yeah, make love, not war. And I feel like the boomers and the young people are going to like come at this together and show each other how to do this. Like the older people kind of showing, well, this is how we did it, and they're going to do it their own way, but it's going to be a combination. It's going to be like a thing that we do together. And it's really going to bring, it'll bring the US together, but it'll also bring other communities all around the world together.
Yep, I agree 100%. And that's beautiful.
Yeah. Kind of fun.
Yes.
Love and peace and pearls.
I should have had that as the border. Love, peace, happiness, hope.
Yeah. 50s and 60s. Yeah. Oh, I love that, Leona. You were conceived in that was the age of love, wasn't it? The year of love. I can't remember. 1969. Was that it? I don't know. I know it's change, but they were saying change to me. So, Wiki.
Yeah, furries and hippies unite. I 100%.
100%. Yeah. Hey, Sharon.
So.
Oh, am I next?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. What surprise does 2026 bring?
Want me to go?
Yeah.
I have blessings. We're gonna witness many blessings in 2026 and major soul growth for 2026. I got new jobs, new ideas. I get that many people are going to be nudged to want to relocate and move. That people are going to be just wanting a new start. So I mean, and it may be that you decide to stay in your same community, your same house, but you kind of redo things. Yeah, and there too, it could be the new job. It's just the whole new start. Because I got people just really wanting to start over. But I do get that there are going to be many blessings. Um, we're, but I do feel like we're going to have to look a little bit harder for them, to see them, because some things that are that we're going to witness isn't going to appear as a blessing, but there's always a blessing attached to it. It's just it's usually, it just takes a little bit longer to witness it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that's what I got for.
Yeah. It's like out of that chaos,
Yeah.
a new world arises. Yeah, I got the surprises are going to be some famous babies coming in. So
Ooh, I love
I
that.
think it might be Tay Tay and Travis. I love them. And of course their wedding, but I feel like there's going to be, I feel like some billionaires, especially those that are more in touch with their divine feminine, right, are going to be giving a lot more and helping others
Yeah.
through this. And a lot of it's going to be on a community level too, like you were talking about, you know. And galactics, lots of galactics. Everybody here knows them, but
Yep.
they're going to be more and more people. And it's going to be funny. Like, you're going to find out, your sister that didn't believe in anything, or your brother or your cousins that you thought, oh my God, they're so conservative, Catholic, or whatever. And they're going to be like, will you pull a card for me today? And so look for that. And I feel like there's going to be some media changes. Oh, wait a minute. No. That's the next one. Oh, yeah. No, this is this one. I also feel like we're going to look and see that media is going to change. Something I feel like is going to happen with Fox and maybe CNN. They're just saying right now. So I think that more and more people, and I've been saying this a lot. I feel like you guys are in charge of your abundance. Like, there's going to be this beautiful energy coming in. And a lot of it has to do with intuition and community here. And I feel like YouTube's going to have a lot to do with that.
I agree 100%. I see YouTube like really soaring. And it's funny you mentioned Fox and CNN. I really feel like their numbers are going to plummet,
Yeah.
because people are waking up to the deceit, the lies, and they're seeing it, and they're just realizing when they tune in that it's just it lowers their energy, it lowers their vibration, and they walk away feeling icky, and people are going to be recognizing that, you know what, we just don't want to be affiliated and have that energy, in our house. And so I agree 100%. I think that people are going to be leaning to YouTube, and whether or not they get their news from there, I mean, probably snippets of it, but I really feel like people are going to be, watching self-help videos, puppy videos. I'm really into right now, and everybody would just laugh, but and I don't know what channel it is, but it's a world live cam. And so it's like taking a vacation. I mean, you all of a sudden you're in Switzerland, or you're in St. Martin, and you're watching somebody in a restaurant eating lunch. I mean, it's and so that's been kind of my thing that I've been watching, and that's on YouTube.
I'm ready for that. Yeah, post that, because I want that. That worldwide cam.
So good. And and then all of a sudden, boom, you're in Minneapolis at Buck Hill, and somebody's taking the going up the ski to ski down the hill. And I mean, and then all of a sudden you're in Wyoming, and it's just it's cool. Yeah, I'll post it and let you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it'll be easier to align with people, I think, because of that, because it's going to be like the big media is run so they can make money, right? They're corporations, so it's all about making that profit. And same thing with the big farm and everything else. It's all done to make profit and make things stable shelf? No, shelf stable. I don't know.
Yep.
Something
Yep.
like that. Yeah.
Anyway. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So uh let's see. The next one is what is being released or let go of, or a movie.
Did we get what is the biggest shift people will feel?
Oh yeah, let's do that one first. That's the next one. Sorry.
Oh God, no. What is the biggest and you go, what is the biggest shift people will
Okay.
feel?
Okay. The collapse of the old ways is what I have. Money, leadership, political, media, and in religion. I feel like there's going to be some huge shifts in the big religious stuff. I feel like Catholicism. I was brought up in Catholicism, and they have some beautiful things that they do, and I like this new pope. And I feel like he's going to be a leader there and helping to bring things through. But can they cover up all the old stuff that has happened? That it's going to be all about making not just amends, but restitution. So, and that's going to, and I feel like that will also be a shift of making restitution to African Americans, to Japanese Americans, to indigenous tribes all around the world, and not just in the U.S., but particularly in the U.S. to the islands, right? Mm-hmm. The way that we, just said, hey, give me that.
Right.
And everybody's like, what do you want that for? So, the old ways are falling. So that's going to be one of the biggest shifts. And I think it was Sharon or somebody that asked, what's the biggest shift for the United States in that? And I feel like all of the above, that I do feel like there's going to be a change in politics in the United States, and it's going to happen at the top.
Yeah. I agree.
This year. Yeah.
I agree. I have written down that a major shift from 3D to 5D.
Oh yeah.
That people are really going to shift into love and compassion, and I'm with you. I feel like there's going to be that there's you had mentioned in the last question that we talked about galactics. I really feel like towards the end of 2026 that there is going to be some like major evidence coming out, and we all know it, but that they're going to actually confirm it and show it, and I do feel like people are going to be a little bit wigged out, and I have a feeling that is going to be a kind of that's going to be a part of the shift in religion, because people are going to start questioning everything.
Yeah. And they knew. I mean, that's the other thing that they're going to find out about is that the Vatican knew about it.
Yes.
The politicians all know about it, right? Big business knows about it because how'd they get all that technology?
Exactly. Yep. Who is?
Yeah. And who in politics and who in big business and whatnot are not only hybrids but probably extraterrestrials. I mean, there's many.
Right.
I also think the USD is going to have a major shift.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too. I think that and I not only the USD, I feel like the dollar could drop in value, but I feel like the stock market this year is going to um, really and there again, this is entertainment purposes only, but I feel like it's going to really skyrocket. And then, it's going to be kind of like a roller coaster. But if a person hits it where it needs to be hit, there will be some potential to make some money.
Yeah. Yeah. There's, in fact, a lot of things went pretty low today. So
Did it? So it was on the.
you're on it, girl. Yeah. It was way up yesterday. And then today, bam, silver, gold, AMD, boom, so I think it's just going to be like that. It's going to be rocking and rolling. Right.
Yep. I get that all year.
Yeah.
Will be.
Yeah. I do too. Now I have no advice for that. I've got my seatbelt on. I'm watching it.
And a person is going to need their seatbelt because
Yeah.
it's going to be hit and miss, and it literally is going to be like a roller coaster.
Yeah. Oh, it's your turn.
What is being released in 2026?
Oh, okay.
Did we do that one?
No, we didn't. It's your turn. Yeah.
I got that old belief systems, things that we used to believe in, that old conditioning, belief systems are going to be released. And also we are going to be looking at anything that is ingenuine. We are just going to be like, nope, we do not want to be a part of anything that is not completely genuine. And because we're all empaths, sensitives, intuitives. I mean, we're going to know like right now if somebody is genuine or not, and we're going to be letting go. And so it might be hard for some people. I mean, because there could be people in their circle and group of friends that they've had for a while, and all of a sudden it's like, you know what, I need to take a step back. They're not genuine, and you'll notice because your energy no longer aligns with them, and you'll just know. And not that you can't be friends, but I do feel like people are going to be really observing this and just going, I don't have time. I just don't have time for people
Yeah.
that aren't ingenuine.
Yeah. I get all that, all the above, everything you said. I love that. And I think that greed, I don't know that it's going to be released, but for many of us it will be. But we're going to notice, and I think more people are going to realize that this despair. Sorry, I've got a cough drop. And there's going to be this greed thing that we've had of looking at luxury goods, and because it has this name on it, then that Birkin bag is $50,000, right? And somebody else can't afford to buy a new house or send their child to college or whatever, having trouble feeding their family. So greed is really going to be shown, and it's going to be sticking us, like we're going to see it. The division of assets and disparity of income. So it's going to be a real collapse, and that's just a collapse of the money too. Luxury and constructs of because this label is on this purse. It's not as good as this beautiful purse that was made by somebody in Appalachia or Italy or wherever, that just made by Ted or whoever. So yeah. Also, I don't know what I wrote there. Service, what you have, you for the lottery. I don't know what that. Oh, that's what it is. What have you done for me lately? The song. What have you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can remember his name. He was married to Whitney Houston, I think. Anyway, so Bobby Brown.
Yes, Bobby Brown.
Yeah. So that kind of thing. Like, we're going to start looking at people and we're going to look at, well, these politicians haven't done anything for us. They got rid of our health care, and they're trying to get rid of this and that. And, so we're really going to release the constructs of that they know what they're doing and that they're taking care of us or the country, because we're like, all they're taking care of right now for the most part are themselves. And
right.
And the other thing is, I feel like the contrast of this person voted red, this person voted blue. Somebody's hitting that, aren't they? They've been hitting that for years. And this year, everybody really listened to them, or in the past 10 years, people really started listening to that. And so not just disparities of income, but disparity of values. And I'm pretty much guarantee you that all those people love their families and want to take care of their families, just like we do. So I feel like we're going to let go of that judgment too.
I agree, and I think too, because and you're right, they do love their families, but I think they're so caught up in the greed and the fame that it's taken them down the wrong road. And I really think too that they're going to be, something is going to shake them to the foundation, where they're looking at their lives and going, am I in a cult? What is a cult? And really maybe taking a little bit of a deeper dive and going, well, wait a minute. Maybe I am. Maybe I need to take a look at this. And so I do see that too happening.
Yeah, and maybe every country is a cult. I mean, we could look at it that way too. Like,
right.
We believe that these people have our best interests and they're going to do what's right for us. Mm-hmm. And even Democrats and Republicans,
absolutely,
and think, yeah, you haven't been in it for me for a long time. You've like prospered on this, and you're worth 300 million now, and you started out, with maybe 5 million, but still, yeah. So sorry, guys, this is not very fun. It is like an addiction, Barbara. You're right. Greed is, and that's not coming from a wealth standpoint or a standpoint of what am I trying to say? What's that word? It's coming from a scarcity standpoint, but it's coming from a abundance. Yeah. And we are abundant just the way we are, and that's what they don't realize.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo. That's what they don't realize. I mean, you and not until you're sick do you realize one's health is such a luxury and such a gift and such a blessing, until all of a sudden you're sick, and what what an abundance of great health one can have, until all of a sudden it's you've taken a slip, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, and so there's so many different forms of abundance that I think people are going to be looking at.
Yeah.
2026.
Yeah.
In a good way.
In a really good way. Yeah. Like that purse made by Ted down the street. So
exactly. Yep. it's exactly.
Yeah. Is it your turn? I think it is, honey.
Is it my turn?
Oh,
what is being activated in 2026? Our consciousness, I get, is majorly going to be activated this year, and I think that's with the consciousness really awakening in many. That's where this whole awakening comes from, because people aren't going to tolerate and stand for things that they used to tolerate. Intuition, I get our intuition is going to skyrocket in 2026. That it's just 2026 is a huge awakening for many of us, and even people that are not really into spirituality. are going to, they're either going to be having daydreams, night dreams, or all of a sudden just the knowing of I need to do this, I need to go here, I need to move. It's just everybody's consciousness and intuition is really going to be
Yeah.
excelling.
I agree 100%. Intuition, the wellness community, and self-care. Like we talked about at the very beginning, self-care is huge. Being in community. Like I feel like, the pandemic was just a horrible time for everybody, but everybody came together. It did teach us something that we can all come together and do something globally. Now that was to stay home, but but many of us were able to find community through that because either it was the community on here on YouTube, right? And so that was huge. So we're going to find more and more community being activated, sharing and helping others. And don't be surprised if you have community around you that comes in as well, physical community. So, if you can know your neighbor, know somebody that you can help or go to help with, to get help from, rather.
Yeah, so important.
Yeah.
Really, really important.
Yeah. Okay.
You are up.
Oh. What does love look like in 2026? Well, of course, Travis and Taylor are number one for me.
Yep.
I get that Kim Kardashian might have a new person in. I don't know why she just came in. I never even talk about her. Family, friends, there's going to be love. And it's going to be kind of shocking that when everything gets down to basics, we realize that these people really have our backs, that they're there for us in ways that we didn't know that they would be. So just waking up, and the people that you see that you've dealt. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Just waking up and the last person you see before you go. So that's interesting. It's like something about the last person that you are before you leave the planet, before you walk off the planet, and kind of looking at that and like, gosh, if I was going to die tomorrow, what would I want to do today? So what would I want to be today? Who would I want to call up and say, hey, I love you? So anyway.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I have that 2026 is going to be a great year for love. I do feel like there's going to be, kind of like in the 60s, I do feel like there's going to be more babies coming in 2026. And I get if you're looking for love, this is going to be a great year for you. However, you can't sit at home and expect somebody to come knock on your door. You're going to have to, maybe be a little bit vulnerable, step outside your comfort zone, and like Teri was saying earlier, community, get out in the community. It could be a class, or it could be online something, but I really feel like it is going to be a great year for love. And well, I'm doing my energy insight and predictions on Sunday, and somebody's name that keeps popping in is Robert Downey Jr. So I don't know if he's in a relationship, but
right, he's married. He's been married for years to the same girl.
He has.
Yeah, she stuck by him through all of his stuff.
So I feel like there's something within his relationship that is just, and maybe they renew their vows.
Yeah. I love him though. Maybe he's doing something for other people too, because he's a do-gooder, and I think that we're going to see a lot of that, people coming together in community, and a lot of big stars coming in, and that love and peace that we were talking about too. It's going to be like they were just saying, it's going to be the summer of love all over again.
Yeah.
So be safe.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, it's your turn, honey.
What are changes in relationships in 2026? I get that people are really done with lack of support. People are going to really be speaking up as far as their needs and their needs, their wants, and I get that this is going to really deepen relationships because it's going to be those uncomfortable conversations that a person hasn't had with their partner or their spouse, that you know what, I need this, I need this, or I want that, and you know what, I'm tired of being the only one that does the laundry. I'm tired of doing the only one that makes the dinner, and so I really feel like it's we're changes in relationships. I feel like we're done with the lack, that we are going to be really using our voices and speaking up for what we need and we want.
Yeah. Which one are we on? Changes in relationships?
Yeah, what changes in
Oh,
relationships in
okay, I'm
2020?
sorry. I was trying to fix I have feedback and I was trying to fix it, guys. Big breakups. Big breakups. We're going to see lots of people looking at their lives and saying, "Yeah, I didn't sign up for this. I'm over it."
I'm done.
And it's not going to just be love relationships. It's also going to be like breaking up with your religion, your church, breaking up, and you're like, yeah, I don't need to do that. I don't want to hear that I'm a sinner anymore. I don't want to hear that you know better than me. I want to follow my heart. And even though I think that the community that's involved with religions is amazing, but people are going to look at things and come together in ways that won't be quite so structured. So family, okay. Business, big changes in the relationships with your businesses that you go to. Like maybe you'll quit going to the Safeway or the Kroger and start going to the markets,
Farmers markets.
Yeah, and they're showing me night markets, and day markets. When you go to Asia and different places, they have these markets, these night markets that you can go to, and for $5 you can eat like a king,
Right.
and just walk on, and just get stuff, and so there's going to be like areas like that where people come and I make banana bread, I make salad, I make this, and you'll be able to get it. So, the churches, the banks, and the USD, there'll be lots of changes and all that. I do see that there'll be a breakup with Hollywood too, which Hollywood is already kind of on the way out, but a lot of it's going to be on the small screen now, like YouTube, and then there's a bunch of like Next Level Soul. Alex has a group that does that, and you've got people like Lee Harris, and he's not very expensive to go to his things. Like he doesn't cost like $1,000 or $8,000. Like you can go to something for $100, which that might be beyond what you can afford, but they also have scholarships and other things. So just people are going to start making things easier, more accommodating, and more how do I want to say that? There's going to be an abundance there that we're all going to get. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hollywood does seem so silly now, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree.
Yeah. So what supports abundance in 2026? Joy to the world. So joy is a state of being, and we can choose to live in fear, and we should process fear, because there are things to be very afraid of that are going on. But then after that, process it, witness it with compassion, and then ask yourself, what makes me happy? What do I really want in this life? Usually you want to be with people that love you, and that starts with loving ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So joy, love and peace always. Take a chance on love. Who did that?
Abba, Abba again.
Yeah, Abba. Yeah. So that's
I feel the same way. What supports abundance and love, peace, love. However, I do feel like in order to really support abundance, I think for many we have to give up the control, controlling the outcome. And I know I'm guilty. I'm guilty of it. I think something should play out how I think it should play out, and my guides and angels are like, whoa, wait a minute here, honey. No, that's not how it's going to go. So I do think for many and it could be tough for some just to let go of the reins and say, you know what, I'm letting go of control, and I'm going to trust and know that I'm supported by my angels, my guides, the universe, and that everything is going to be taken care of, needs and wants, but I do think that's going to be a part of it for 2026.
Control is huge. Yeah, huge. What blocks abundance in 2026? Did I jump on that? Was that yours? I'm sorry.
No, that's yours. It was yours.
Okay. Fear. Fear is huge. Lead with fear. And that's so much to do with what you just said too. Like when we lead with fear and we go into that fear mentality, we are feeding the fear. When we go into love, we're feeding the love. So scarcity blocks abundance. Not being present is what really happens, right? When we're not present with ourselves, and we're thinking about like, oh, well, tomorrow this might happen, or this might happen, or they might shut down this, or they might, whatever. Really being present with yourself, that idea of taking 3 deep breaths a day, or filling your heart 3 times a day and just touching it, and you think, gosh, what am I feeling here? 33 trillion worth of love. Amen to that. And so really being present is number one. If we're present, then we're in that love thing.
I agree so much. I had a teacher once that told me that to look at fear like a light switch. The light switch, it can either be on or it can be off, right? And so either you can flick on the fear, or you can flick on having faith. And so you pick: do you want the light switch on? Do you want the light switch off? Do you want to live in fear, or do you want to live in faith and love? And when she put it like that, it's like it's true, because you can't have both. You can't be in a state of fear and then say, oh, I have faith, because you don't have faith if you're in that state of fear. And so I really liked how she explained that. And we kind of hit on this a little bit, but I'm with you. It's being in a state of love and being present. But I think we're going to be redefining abundance this year, and looking at abundance as our family, our health, and our happiness, and our home. That's going to really kind of be on the forefront of our what abundance looks like for many of us.
Yeah, right. It is going to be a huge difference.
Yeah.
And also looking at, as all these things are collapsing and this energy is going everywhere, that's energy. That's a lot of energy.
Yes.
So ask the universe for what you want. Because this is a good time to manifest. Shockingly, that's a really good time. You want to do one more? I mean, we could do the rest the next week or in a couple of weeks.
Sure,
We're
sure.
not even
Let's
halfway througuld
no. Should we do one more and then we'll
Yeah,
finish up
let's do that.
then that'll carry us through to
Yeah.
the next one. Okay, no, we did that. What blocks abundance?
Mhm.
What new work or creativity emerges in 2026?
Oh, I love that.
Well, I get AI is going to absolutely soar in ways that we can't. I don't even think we're able to kind of wrap our heads around. Um, I also feel like transportation is going to is I feel like we're just right on the cusp of, and I know we have self-driving cars already, but we are going to be seeing more self-driving cars. And then I've talked about air travel too, that we are going to be traveling ourselves through air, and they've shown me like pods that I feel that I don't feel like we're going to be necessarily doing it this year, but we're going to be here. We're going to be getting breakthroughs on how to do it. And they told me that, you know, because I asked, I'm like, how are we going to navigate in the air without like crashing? And they said it's going to be like sonic waves, so we don't crash. And so it's I feel like they're going to be like self-driving too. Like we're not even going to really have to pay attention because it's all going to be like sonic waves. But I do feel like people are going to really want to be creative this year as far as really digging deeper into their hobbies. And so, painting, cooking, yoga, meditation, just real spirituality, just really people just taking a deeper dive into it. And again, self-help, and I feel like people are going to really want to garden a lot more this year.
I like that. That's beautiful. Yeah, and I get that too. Being of service is, I think, going to be a big deal for people. So,
Yeah.
and you guys are also service oriented. We talked about that. A lot of us have been caretakers and whatnot, but being of service to others is going to be huge. And I know so many of you are healers, and you are here because you want the world to be a better place. So that being of service is going to change, but it starts at home with ourselves and being of service to ourselves and waking up in the morning and, I love you and what can I do for you today? Mindful news is going to be something that I see coming in. Media is going to come in that's going to be based on you're flying RV. Oh, you're manifesting one, Linda.
Flying an RV.
100%. 100%. What do you think those orbs were in Sally's backyard, right? The buses. 100%, girl. And when you were talking about that, that's one thing I did want to say. I think those orbs that you're talking about are very similar to the orbs that we all see come in, right? At night, or sometimes not even at night now. So we've all been seeing these orbs forever. And that's just a different dimension of it, isn't it?
It is.
But yeah, we're like, and scientists are working a lot with telekinesis too right now. So it's just right around the corner. It's like at the end of this year, we're going to look back, shaking our heads like, man, we came a long way. Right. But at the end of this decade, we're really going to be looking back and thinking, oh, man, I can't believe that they couldn't just take a pill or touch a thing, a light bulb, and be healed. And,
right.
There's going to be so many things that are going to be coming up. And a lot of that's AI too. and looking into consciousness. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
People are really going to be conscious of who they are, what they want, and grateful for.
It's amazing, Teri, because Teri picked the questions, and we haven't talked. We never talked about what we had, and the similarities that we had are just incredible. And so I look forward to the next show where we can continue on. And Teri, thank you so much. It's always such a joy to hang out with you on a Friday and end the week with you. I love and appreciate you, and I love and appreciate everybody in chat too. Thanks you guys for coming in on Teri's channel and my channel, and we really want you to know that we appreciate you taking your time and sharing it with us. And everyone have a fabulous weekend. Love on each other and yourself.
Yeah, go do something fun. Go dancing, everybody.
Oh yeah,
Whether
yeah.
it can be a cheer dance too.
And Teri, you have some shows tomorrow. Tell everybody.
Oh yeah, Gail and I are going to be interviewing this woman who is very famous. Let me look up real quick, and she's invented this egg chair that is about it's like a kind of a transportation device, and that you go to other realms with it. So already we're talking about what you were talking about there. Yeah. And then I've got a show with you and Kevin on Sunday. So, and if you're in Kansas City, I'll be at the Yoga Patch Saturday morning. And let's see, what is that? Sorry. Tomorrow is yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel so silly. I don't remember her name. She's very famous. You guys all know her.
Well, and tune in tomorrow to find out. I will be back on in an hour with Julie, Learning to Listen. Yay. And we are going to be talking about frequency. And then at 2:00, I will be on, and we're in Pacific time. I will be on with Annie, and we are going to be talking angel numbers. So yeah,
I love that. All right.
See you guys. Take care. Happy Friday.
Bye, everybody.